watching Good Day Orlando on Fox 35.
Still to come this morning on Good Day Orlando, battling domestic violence. In just minutes, a local sister and brother tell us why the issue is so important to their family right here in Central Florida. A serious problem in our community, and no one knows that more than the families of the victims of a salon shooting that actually happened just a few months ago right here in Central Florida. Lauren Johnson has that story. All right, and joining us this morning on Good Day Orlando to talk more about that are Gladys's children. Unfortunately, we weren't able to show you that story there. It's Kathy Bautista and Andy Jimenez. Thank you both for being here this morning. First of all, we're so sorry for your loss. Talk to us a little bit about what happened that day and when you were able to find out what had happened to your mother when the news broke.
Well, actually, we were just at the hair salon getting our hair done, and it was just something unexpected. I honestly thought that it was a robbery, you know, and then I guess one of the ladies called them by a nickname, the man that came in and did everything, and it was really quick. He just said, you know, everybody get down on the floor. And, you know, I just told my mom, you know, whatever you have, just give it to him. And I was just like, you know, please, just not my mom. And, you know, it just happened so quick, and you know, by the time you realized it and I opened my eyes, I seen like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I've never experienced something so horrible.
Oh, God bless you. Andy, let's talk a little bit about how this has been for you, because I can only imagine that as a man, you sort of feel, you have that protective nature about you, and you instantly want to protect. And did you feel helpless?
Yeah, it was a little bit shocking. I mean, it was just something you would never think that you would get that phone call. You know, my sister called me first. I'm the oldest, and just when she was telling me, I was like, wow, like, why us? You know, my mom's never, you know, never been a victim of domestic violence. Never in her life has anybody ever touched her like that. And you know, and it's just crazy because before all this happened, I mean, I'm not gonna deny it. Sometimes you hear about domestic violence and you don't really want to portray or have anything to do with it because you think it has nothing to do with you. But that's why we're here. We're trying to make it known that you don't have to be in a relationship of domestic violence to be affected by us. We're the prime example. My mom was never hit or anything, and now we're affected by it. So we want people to know that it's a growing epidemic. People don't really want to talk about it. It's a serious issue. It's something that has to be taken care of. It's going to take time. I'm not going to deny it. It'll take us as long as it has to take to get done. That's all we have is time.
What do you want people at home to know? How can they help? What can they do to try to stop this horrible trend? Because it is becoming a trend. You're right, Andy. We are seeing more and more cases. They are becoming more violent, more brutal. It doesn't just impact the couple, it impacts entire families. And obviously you guys have seen that. What do you want people at home to know?
I just want people to know that you can go and find help. You know, you don't just have to sit and put up with it. You know, there's phone calls, the places that you can reach for advice or counseling. You know, many people have relationships, friends, siblings. You at least know one person that has been a victim of domestic violence. And you kind of just say, oh, you know, I backed off and gave he or she their space so they can do whatever they had to do and take care of it. But, you know, you don't necessarily always have to back off. You can offer them your help. Go on the internet, find shelters. There's people that you can talk to. You do not have to put up with it. And no one should have to endure the pain that we are going through right now, because never did I expect for my mother to pass on this way. My mother was supposed to die of old age. My mother was not supposed to be killed in that manner. She didn't do anything to anyone. And the pain that I'm feeling, this is why this event is so important to us, because since clearly she wasn't a victim, it was someone else's domestic violence that made her a victim. This is why it's so important for us to try to turn something negative into positive. I couldn't save any of the women's lives there that day, including my mom, but at least we can save other victims before something terrible like this has to happen.
God bless you, Kathy and Andy, for everything that you're doing. Let's talk about that event. You mentioned the event. Tell us a little bit about the event, how people can help and raise money and awareness.
Okay, well, that day it's a domestic violence event that's also merged with another event with Michael T. Gibson's Lawyers Group. He's actually a good friend of the family, and he was already having an event, and he offered his help. He didn't know how to, and he's like, and then we spoke about this issue. We had a plan, and we said, you know, let's merge this and promote it. He has a lot of contacts, and we put flyers out. We have the www.facebook.com/iamgladyscabrera page. We need as many people as you can to like this page, because the more likes, the more awareness, and the more lives that we can save. It'll give me and my family and others who want to support this cause peace at night, knowing that we saved someone else's life. As far as all the proceeds for that event that day is going to go to all the victims' families, and there's going to be little small businesses there that are sponsoring. You can bring your auto insurance statement. They're going to talk about your auto policies, if you're paying too much, if you're paying less, what are you covered for. There's going to be many people that you can go to at every station and ask the questions that you need to ask. So please just, you know, be a part of this cause, support us, you know, don't let someone else go through this pain. You know, I may look strong right now, but I do have my weak moments, you know, and I'm just trying to be strong for my family.
Oh, bless your heart. The day, the time of the event, where people can go, Andy, do you have all the information?
Yeah, it's on. It'll be Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
on the corner of Curry Ford and Cimarron, which is in the Sedano's supermarket parking lot area.
And this is a picture of your beautiful mother. Would you spell her last name? You mentioned the Facebook page that people can go to. Gladys, Gladys,
Yes.
and her last name is spelled how?
Cabrera.
Okay, so go ahead, break that down. Go to that Facebook page. Thank you, both of you, Kathy and Andy. God bless you. Our thoughts and prayers with your entire family and all the people impacted by this horrible tragedy. And thank you so much. I know it's very difficult to share your story with us this morning, and we really appreciate it.
No, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Ryan, let's send it back to you.
Such a heavy story for sure. Great for them to share that with us this morning. Well.